This video will demonstrate the use of post-select mode and pre-select mode to execute commands from within the PCB editor. The first mode we'll look at is the post-select mode. This is a verb noun mode. This is where you will execute a command and then point to the database object to be enacted upon. So for example, let's use the edit move command. I'll do edit move. I'll move my mouse over item I want to move. I'll select, and I am now moving U7. Let's do a cancel. Again, in this mode, we have to always be careful of our find window. So again, we do edit move. We need to check our find window to make sure we're going to pick up what we want to pick up. Since I wanted to move U7 and symbols is selected, when I select U7, it will highlight that symbol. I'll select it and I move it. So again, the find window is important at all times. The second mode to take a look at is the pre-select mode. This is kind of the opposite of the post-select mode. This is a noun verb. I will move my mouse over a noun or a database object and then tell the system which command I want to enact upon that database object. And again, the find window is very important. I have to make sure I have the correct elements selected to move. So I suppose I want to move U7 again. I have to make sure that symbols is turned on. Move my mouse over that symbol. That's not the right thing. So let's hit the tab. That's not right. There we have the symbol U7 selected. I now have that. So I'll do a right mouse button, and these are the commands I can run. I'll use the move command. And there is U7 attached to my symbol. So again, the find window is important, but again, we must have it set first before we execute the command. So make sure symbols is turned on, move my mouse. That's not one, that's the pin. There's the net. There's the symbol, right mouse button, what command, move. Now the right mouse button in the pre-select mode is very important, has a couple different options in it. If I'm in an open area where nothing's under my mouse, I do a right mouse button. I have the quick utilities section. I can do an undo to get into the design parameters, change my grids, or change my subclass. The bottom section, I can change my application mode, set my find filter, customize certain things so I can do single click execution, enable shape selection through shape fill and so on, and either clear my selection set or select things differently than a single mouse button pick. Now again, with my find filter in mind, how it's set, and I move my mouse over a database object, if I didn't want that pin selected, I can hit the tab key, and now it will look through the hierarchy and say, oh, that pin is part of this net. Did you want to enact upon that net? I can say no. I hit the tab key again. There's the symbol U7, so I'll keep on going through this hierarchy by hitting the tab button. The other option is I can do a right mouse button when I'm over that pin. And notice now I have a couple different sections. There's quick utilities, the same as before. Here's my bottom section, same as before. But in the middle, I have two new sections. I have this one section here, this one section here. So these are all the commands that I can enact upon on that pin, that database object. Some of these are the hierarchical objects. But I can also come down to this section down here and say, well, here's all the commands that I can act upon that net, and here's all the commands I can act upon that symbol, because that pin is part of a net, which is also, that pin is also part of the symbol. So if I really wanted to move U7, without hitting the tab button over the pin, I could just say, well, go to the symbol and do a move. And now I'm moving that symbol. And again, as always, the find window is very important when I'm enacting upon a database object, whether I'm in the pre-select mode or the post-select mode. This concludes the video of the demonstration on the use of post-select mode and pre-select mode to execute commands from within the PCB editor.